Now, can everybody believe it's already the third week of this challenge? It has absolutely flown by. So make some noise for week 3. Pop into the chat box. Let us know who's here today. We already know where you're tuning in from because I ask you that every week. Maybe let us know what you had for breakfast this morning if you've had breakfast. I know some of you guys are in Australia and you probably are just rolling out of bed. So okay, and without further ado, let's get into the content today. While you guys are all saying hello, I want to remind you that we are running this challenge to help you sell out a group nutrition program. So by the end of this challenge, you will have created an epic lead magnet that attracts your ideal client. You'll have created a free challenge that nourishes your leads, and you'll have created an irresistible offer that converts those leads into paying participants of your group program. So the challenge officially began Tuesday, September 29th, and the last class is today. So we're gonna wrap it all up today in terms of content, and then next week on Wednesday, October 21st, we're gonna have a celebration of your success. And we're gonna do that on Facebook Live, so you don't need to register or anything, and we'll email you the link for that. So far we've covered in week number 1, we built a lead magnet to help you attract your ideal client. Then in week number 2, we showed you how to host a free challenge that will nourish your leads so that they will be wanting to buy from you. And then today in week 3, we're going to show you how to convert your leads into paying clients, which I don't know about you guys, but I find is the most important part. So I'm going to turn it over to Ashley now to talk about last week's homework.
Yeah, guys, so your homework from last week was to complete the free challenge worksheet and convert your lead magnet into something a little bit more challenge specific. So let us know in the chat, how did this go? How did your lead magnet promo period go? How many lead magnet signups do you have? Just give us a little update on what's going on and how you are succeeding. We thought that you guys did a pretty awesome job last week. So I'm actually going to turn it over to Abigail, and she's going to announce our 3 stars after we went through your homework.
Okay, guys, I don't see anybody popping into the chat yet to let us know about how your lead magnet's going. So just drop it into the chat. How many people have downloaded your lead magnet and have you reached your goal? Let us know. Okay, I see you guys are posting in there now. Awesome, keep that coming. So let's go over our stars for the week, guys. So our first star of the week goes out to Lucinda, who is a metabolic balance coach and nutritionist from the United Kingdom. So Lucinda's free challenge is called the 5-Day Challenge for Women with Endometriosis to discover how food choices can affect your pain. So we really loved how focused her challenge was on a specific client, who you guys can see is women with endometriosis, and then how she focused on solving one of their biggest symptoms, which is pain. So Lucinda told us that she was going to use ClickFunnels to host her landing page, and she also included a prep guide with her free challenge, which really stood out to us. So a prep guide will guide her participants through how to stay organized on a weekly basis. And for those of you guys who don't know, we do include prep guides with our program. So if you're inside of that Clean Life, if you click on the program tab, you'll see that every program comes with a prep guide. So take a look at that if you need some inspiration, because I can tell you firsthand that clients really love those, and we always hear how helpful they are. So we're so proud of Lucinda because she said this challenge has really forced her to do the work that she usually procrastinates on. How many of you guys can relate to that? Let us know in the chat. But either way, great job, Lucinda. We're super proud of you. Okay, guys, second star goes out to Kira P., who is a functional fertility nutritionist from Connecticut, USA. Kira's free challenge is called the 5-Day Challenge to boost your fertility for future mamas. And then at the end of her free challenge, Kira plans to present a limited time offer for a one-on-one session with her for those who sign up for her 4-week fertility boosting program within that 48-hour period. So Kira's introduction with her free challenge PDF was really well outlined. It was super clear. It let participants know what they can expect every day from the challenge. And the meal plan that she provided was really simple with lots of leftovers and a really short, approachable grocery list. So if you guys heard from me with feedback, that was some feedback that I kept giving. I saw a lot of really long grocery lists for 5-day meal plans. And that can be kind of tricky because your clients might, find this totally unaffordable, totally unapproachable. So for many of you guys, I recommended that you go back to your meal plan and look at where you can minimize ingredients. Keep in mind, you can search in that Clean Life for recipes based on number of ingredients. So take advantage of that. And then Kira told us with her homework submission, she said, I'm working harder than ever and I have a clear plan of how to run a challenge. So huge shout out to Kira. Kira, if you're here today, feel free to pop into the chat and take a bow. You're really crushing it. And then guys, our third star goes out to Mandy F., who is a holistic nutritionist in Ontario, Canada. She focuses on family nutrition, and her free challenge is the 5-day immune support challenge for busy homes. So really focusing on the whole family, focusing on helping families support their immune systems. And she's incorporated key nutrients into her family-friendly meal plan, like vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and selenium. And she talked about those vitamins in her introduction, which I thought was really great because it kind of gives you credibility, right? You're not just popping on to a free challenge and being like, here's a meal plan. You're saying, no, I've created this meal plan intentionally. So Mandy plans to use a Facebook group for the challenge and will go live for 15 minutes every day to connect with her participants and give a nutrition lesson. So good work, Mandy. I think I saw you in the chat already. Again, I see Kira in there too. Good job, guys. Feel free to take a bow because you guys are doing some awesome work. And really everybody, we looked at a lot of homework assignments this week and it was hard to choose our 3 stars. So don't forget, next week, like I said, we'll be going live on Wednesday to do an overall celebration of your successes and really highlight your work from start to finish. So keep an eye on your inbox next week for an invite to that. Then before we dive into week 3 today, just a reminder of the attract, nourish, and convert process that we're working through. So we really recommend rolling this out over 6 weeks. And as you can see on the screen here now, you're currently on week 3. So this week, your goals, remember every week we're breaking things down into micro goals. So your first goal this week is to announce and promote your free challenge. So we want you to get as many signups as possible, and you should be planning on running that next week if you're sticking to our promotion schedule. If you're not, no worries. I know a lot of you guys are working on your own timeline. That's totally fine. But those of you who are following our timeline, you'll be starting that next Monday. So that's really exciting. And then the second goal for you guys this week is to create a marketing plan for your paid group nutrition program. So let's get into the content for week 3, how you're going to accomplish these goals. So back to you, Ashley.
Okay, so now you guys know the goals, which means that we can dive right into week 3. And still can't believe that we are here already. This went by so quickly, but we are officially at Convert Week, okay? So what that means is that this week we are focused on converting your nourished leads into paying clients, which, like Abigail said, is the most important part of this process. So part 1 of today's class is going to focus on solidifying your irresistible, time-limited bonus offer and creating a promotion plan for that offer. Last week, you'll remember that we planned your free challenge. That's what your homework was. And we talked about how one of the most important steps in running a free challenge is crafting and delivering an irresistible, limited time offer to convert the participants of your free challenge into paying clients of your group program. So you need to promote your irresistible limited time offer, and you need to promote it a lot over that 48-hour time frame when it's available. We recommend promoting it absolute bare minimum at least 3 times. You want to talk about it a ton. And once on the last day of your challenge. So when things have wrapped up, make sure you're really driving home that offer. And then the day after your challenge ends, so following up with everybody, letting them know that that offer still stands. And then the last time of the 3 is just before it expires. So maybe like a 24-hour reminder kind of thing. So plan to send out those 3 emails about the offer and make 3 posts in your private Facebook group so that your free challenge participants know about the offer. Again, not everyone sees everything that you're posting. Don't be afraid of talking about it a lot, especially after you just delivered a whole 5 days worth of free content. They don't want to miss out on that offer either. So make sure that you let them know about it. And I'm going to turn it back over to Abigail to give you some actual examples of how you might want to promote this irresistible limited time offer.
Okay, guys. So we know that many of you struggle with pitching and communicating your value, right? Like, how many of you guys like hate when it comes to selling yourself? Let us know in the chat if that's you. We hear this all the time. So what we've done is we've put together some examples, because how you deliver your irresistible limited time bonus offer is everything. Do not be scared of this. When you guys do it right and when you follow our lead, you can really knock it out of the park with this. So if we were presenting our irresistible limited time bonus offer, this is exactly what we would say and when we would say it. And guys, feel free to use this as a template for your own outreach. You can totally take this and customize it. So here's my first email, and I'm also going to make this into a Facebook post in the group. So I post this on the last day of my challenge to announce that my group nutrition program is coming up and present my offer. So if I was sending this through email, the subject would be congratulations and a special offer for you. And I'd say, congratulations on completing the 5-day healthy breakfast smoothie challenge for new moms. I hope you had a great week of nourishing breakfast smoothies. You're feeling amazing, energized, and you've learned so much along the way. Now, I hear so many of you asking, now what? Now that you're feeling so awesome, where do you go from here? Great question. And boy, do I have something awesome prepared to help you keep up the momentum. I'm super excited to tell you about my 8-week weight loss program for new moms. This is an incredible 8-week program where we are going to work together to set attainable weight loss goals and crush them. Every week you will receive a new meal plan with grocery list, recipes, and a prep guide to keep you organized, excited, and on track. We'll also be doing weekly coaching calls and inspiring interviews with guest experts. I'm preparing to announce this program to my community this Monday, but because you participated in my challenge, I'm letting you in on the secret early, and I'm giving you an early access with a limited time bonus offer. Bonus offer? Yes, when you sign up for the 8-week weight loss program for new moms in the next 48 hours before Sunday at 5 p.m., I'm going to gift you with a 1-week customized meal plan designed specifically for you, free of charge. I normally charge $200 for this service, but I'm gifting it to you for free when you sign up for the 8-week weight loss program for new moms in the next 48 hours. Ready to claim this offer? There are 2 simple steps. Sign up for the 8-week weight loss program for new moms here. After you signed up, send me an email to abigail@abigailswellness.com so we can start working together on your customized meal plan. Have more questions about the program? Visit here for more info or send me an email. I'm happy to answer your questions. I seriously can't wait to continue this journey with you. Abigail. Okay, guys, so how does that sound to you? Can you see why I say that selling doesn't have to feel gross? Because when you present it like this, it just, there's so much value here. You've already provided a ton of value, and, you're presenting an irresistible offer. Your offer should be something that your clients will find so enticing that it'll make them opt in. So that's the first time I would announce it. I would also announce it a second time. So I'd send another email and make another Facebook post, and I would remind my participants about the offer, and I would send or post this about 24 hours before the offer is expiring. So the subject I would put as only 24 hours left. And then I'd write, yep, only 24 hours until the bonus offer expires. In case you missed it, yesterday I announced something pretty awesome exclusively for you because you participated in my challenge. So then I go through the program again. I go through the offer. I outline that, and I outline how to claim it. And then I finish off by saying, I'm here to answer any questions you have about the program. Simply hit reply, let me know. And then this is the final reminder email I would send about 8 hours before the offer expires. So if my offer expires at 5 p.m. on a Sunday, I would send this email at 9 a.m. And I'd say, all right, friends, last call, the special bonus offer expires today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Please include the time zone if you guys have clients in different areas. And this is your last chance to get in on the goodness. Here are the details one last time. I'll go through those details again. And I say at the end, if you're on the fence about joining, please reply and let me know what is holding you back. I'm here to help you decide if the 8-week weight loss program for new moms is the right fit for you. Abigail. So that is kind of how I would pitch it at the 48-hour mark, at the 24-hour mark, and then again before the offer expires to give them one final chance. So I hope those examples were helpful, guys. Let me know in the chat if you found these helpful. I see some of you guys saying I didn't mention pricing. No, I did not mention pricing in these emails, but you could certainly put it in. This is a fake program. There's no such thing as abigailswellness.com. So this is just an example, but feel free to take this, use it as a template, customize it, put in your pricing, all of that good stuff that's unique to your program. And this will give you a really great template to work from. Okay, Ashley, back to you.
All right, guys. I just wanted to say I saw a question from Charlene about people taking the free challenge and not signing up for the program. We have an amazing case study on our website with one of our members, Katie, and we talked about, so she had 50 people in her free challenge and 9 people convert into her paid program. So don't worry, guys, it doesn't have to be 100%. It will still be successful. Anyway.
Yeah, and it won't be 100%, right? Like,
yeah,
it is totally unrealistic to think 100% of the attendees or the participants of your free challenge will convert. They won't. So don't expect that. That's why we said that you need to set your goal high, because not everybody will convert. So that's a good point.
Yeah, and if you have 50 people in your free challenge and 9 convert, definitely don't feel like a failure. That's an amazing result by any standard. So just putting those numbers out there, guys, so that you have the ability to set like realistic expectations for yourselves. Okay, so back to promoting this offer. So again, you need to announce your offer at the end of the challenge and then promote it at least 2 more times before it expires, working with that 48-hour window, right? So Abigail has literally just written the copy for you. All you guys need to do is take it, personalize it, add the information if you want to add pricing, anything specific to your program, and you can use that. So now we're moving on to part 2 of today's class, which is all about creating a broader promotion plan for your paid group nutrition program. So getting beyond that free challenge group. On the last day of your free challenge, you're going to announce your offer and you spend the next 48 hours trying to convert as many people that participated in your free challenge as possible. After that, we recommend spending the next week promoting your program to a broader audience. So in other words, all of the people who didn't participate in your free challenge, who have downloaded your lead magnet since your free challenge or just got introduced to your business, don't forget about them. So here are just a few ideas about how you could promote your paid group nutrition program to that broader audience. You could do an email series. So compose a series of emails about your program and why people should join, kind of the same thing as you just saw. Send them out over the course of the week, being sure to exclude anyone on your list who has already signed up. So all of the major email softwares let you do this. And if you're just doing it through your personal email, then it's really easy. Just don't put the emails of people who are already in the program. Idea number 2, you can host a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live, a webinar, or even all 3 if you're really wanting to go for it. The more that you go live to talk about your program, the better. The topic of your live broadcast, of course, should be related to the topic of your program, and you should remind people of your program and how to sign up throughout the broadcast. We always do this with our Facebook Lives. If you go back and watch them, you'll notice we talk about it at the beginning, a couple times in the middle, and always at the end. So just kind of drop it in there a couple times. You could also write blog posts related to the topic of your group program and include inside of those posts promo and a link to sign up or learn more about the program. And then you can send out emails highlighting the blog post and promote those on social media as well, so you can drive a lot of traffic to the blog post. Next, you can talk about your program and promote it on your social media. So we love doing countdowns on social media. Instagram has a cool feature where you can set a countdown and people can subscribe to it so they get the alert when it's live. And then count down the days to your program inside of your posts, you know, saying things, only 5 days left, only 4 days left, 3 days away. talk about it every day leading into this paid program. And last but not least, you can run a giveaway on Facebook or Instagram for a free spot in your program, which is a really fun idea. So you can have entrants like tag 2 friends to enter, which is going to be great because it will spread the word about your program far and wide. Also, if they win, maybe their friends are going to want to sign up and do it with them. So these are just a few ideas to kind of get you guys inspired. You can promote your program in so many ways. Next, we want you to create a 1-week marketing calendar for your group program. So that was a lot of ideas, but you want to actually put it into a plan so you're not feeling overwhelmed. So like I said, you should be promoting your program for 1 week, every single day, leading right up to that start date. And Abigail, you're great with examples. So do you want to give us an example of what a marketing calendar could look like?
Yeah, so we've put together a sample marketing calendar. So guys, let's say I'm launching my 21-day sugar detox program. Here is what my 1-week program marketing calendar might look like. So on Monday, I'm going to write a blog post announcing the program with a link to sign up. Then I share this blog post with my email list on Facebook and on Instagram. And Tuesday, I'm going to do a Facebook Live on 5 signs your blood sugar is out of whack and what to do about it. During this Facebook Live, I will talk about my program and tell people how to join at the beginning, middle, and end, like Ashley mentioned. Because guys, when you're doing a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live, people come on at different times throughout the live. That's why it's important to sprinkle in the promo of your program throughout. Wednesday, I will reshare that blog post I wrote on Monday, which announces my program with a link to sign up, both on Facebook and Instagram. I'll be like, hey, in case you missed it, Monday, I introduced my sugar detox program. Swipe up to learn more about it, or click the link in my bio to learn more. Thursday, I will send out an email to my list reminding them that my 21-day sugar detox starts in just 4 days. And then I'll also share this message across my social media channels. I'll also run another Facebook Live this day to answer all the frequently asked questions about the program. So what I'll do is, as I get questions throughout the week, I'll keep a list of those and then I'll go live to go through those questions, because if one person has that question, a lot of people probably do. Then on Friday, I'll send out another email to answer the frequently asked questions about my program in writing. So instead of doing a Facebook Live, I'll put those into an email and send that out. And then I'll publish this email as a post to Instagram and Facebook too. I'll reshare Monday's blog post on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll start a social media countdown reminding people that there are only 3 days left to join the program. Saturday, I'll send an email to my list reminding them that this is the last chance to join our 21-day sugar detox program. I'll make a post across all my other social media channels with the countdown as well. 2 days left to join. And then on Sunday, I'll share one last chance to join post on Facebook and Instagram, and do another post about being 1 day out from starting the program. So how many of you guys are hearing all of this and you're thinking, holy smokes, that's a lot of promotion? Let me know in the chat if that's you. But let us remind you guys of something very important. You have literally spent the last 2 weeks promoting your free lead magnet, promoting your free challenge, providing everybody with a ton of free value. You have now earned the right and the respect to sell. So your main focus during this week is converting. Don't lose sight of that goal. Not everybody is going to see every post you make, and they're not going to hear you every time you talk about your program. I know it seems like a lot, but it's necessary to get the word out. So I hope you guys can hear that message loud and clear. Don't be afraid this week. It's all about converting. That's your number one goal. Before this, your goal was just providing value and nourishing your community. Now it's time to convert them. So I think that's it for me, Ashley. What is the homework for this week?
All right, yes, because we still have homework, guys. Even though it's the last week, you still have work to do. So let's talk about your homework for this week. You have one final thing to do, and that is to complete the Convert Week worksheet. So you guys already have this worksheet. If you've missed it, you'll be getting it again when we send you the replay. And once you've completed the Convert Week worksheet, submit it to coach@thatcleanlife.com. You do have a deadline for this. So if you want our feedback, if you want us to look at it, you have to send that in by Monday, October 19th at 5 p.m. Eastern. Same deadline as the last 2 weeks. So you've got next Monday at 5 p.m. And as you guys know, this is the final class of our Attract, Nourish, and Convert Challenge. So next week, there will be no class, but we will be holding a ceremony on Facebook Live to celebrate your successes. So tune in to watch the ceremony on the Wednesday, October 21st at, again, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that will be on...
Sorry, Ashley, we changed that to 11 a.m. Eastern.
Oh. Okay, guys, 11 a.m. So different time. We're doing it in the morning. But don't worry, we'll send you out an email right before we go live so that you'll know what's going on. So 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's on That Clean Life's Facebook page. We'll also send you a link before we go live.
Awesome. And remember, last class, this is the last class of the Attract, Nourish, and Convert Challenge. But remember, this is a 6-week process. So after this week, you can see here, you still have week 4, 5, and 6 to go through. At this point, guys, we've taught you everything you need to fly. So next week is week 4, where you'll be running your free challenge and presenting your offer. After that is week 5, where you will be promoting your paid program. And then in week 6, your program will officially start. So stick to the timeline and good things will happen. If you're not sticking to our timeline, stick to your own timeline. Just make sure you're sticking to some kind of timeline. If you don't have a timeline, if you don't have something to hold yourselves accountable, you will not act on this. I said to so many of you guys in your homework this week, make sure to finish out your promotion schedule. So whatever you outline that you're going to promote your challenge or promote your program, follow through with that. This is more than just planning. You guys have to actually execute this to get the gains in your business, right? So with that being said, let's get into our Q&A, guys. Let's switch over to the Q&A box. So if we haven't gotten to your questions, feel free to pop those into the Q&A box here on Zoom. Or if you're watching us on Facebook Live, feel free to drop your questions into the comments section. I'm going to stop my screen share.
All right. Yeah, guys, I've seen so many good questions in the chat box. So drop those. You can just like copy and paste into the Q&A so that we don't miss them, because I've seen some questions I really don't want to miss out on.
Make sure you put those over.
Cool. Okay. So first question is from Krista. I hope I say that okay. So you recommend to use leftovers in a challenge or free meal plan like a lead magnet. I would have thought that we'd want to show how many awesome recipes we can provide. Such a good question. So let's explain a little bit about why we take the approach of using a lot of leftovers. As professionals, we might think like the best commercial is to show the widest variety, look at all these cool recipes that we have, but you have to think about it more from the client's perspective. If they're scoping you out, they're considering working with you as a practitioner, and their first interaction with you is you giving them a meal plan that costs $300 to follow for 5 days and requires them to make a different breakfast every day, lunch every day, dinner every day. That's just not practical. They aren't going to assume you're doing that because you are just trying to show them a variety. They're going to assume you're doing that because that's how you operate and that's the expectations you place on your clients, which might really deter them from working with you. So keep it practical, keep it realistic. That's always going to be the best bet in terms of actually attracting new clients, because they're real people. They don't have 3 hours a day to spend in the kitchen.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of on your meal plans, and check your meal plan because this could be you, using like 4 different types of oil. There was coconut oil, olive oil, sesame oil, and avocado oil. So keep in mind, if your client is brand new to healthy eating, if they see your challenge and they're used to eating like the typical Americanized diet, and then they come and they try to do this challenge, that's usually it's about $10 in oil. So that's $40 they'd have to spend on getting those oils. And people without experience in the kitchen don't realize that they can, interchange oils as well. So, make sure that you've gone through your your meal plan, you've looked at it, and you can edit recipes. So you can go through and edit your recipes so that they all use the same type of oil, so that you're only suggesting one. Or like if you have protein powder, you're only using one flavor of protein powder throughout the week. Stuff like that, little stuff that kind of takes you a bit of time to go through and edit the recipes and then replace them in your meal plan, but it'll make such a big difference to your client. And it could be the difference whether they convert into a paying client or whether they're like, screw this, I can't sustain this. This is not affordable. This is not like, this takes too much time for me. Forget it. So keep that in mind. Okay, next question, is from Jill. Do you monitor that the people who sign up early and get the bonus offer actually participated in the free challenge versus people who had the bonus offer email forwarded to them? Totally up to you if you want to be a stickler on that. I would suggest not. If people opt in and they didn't participate in your free challenge and they want to get the bonus offer, I think that's totally fine. That's a big compliment to you. So I wouldn't monitor that too closely.
Yeah. Also with bonus offers, maybe we should clarify, you should never be putting yourself out to create a bonus offer. A bonus offer is a tool to convert more clients. It's not a position you're putting yourself in where you're going to resent the clients who got the bonus offer. Like, don't give a discount that means you're not making an amount that you're happy with. So really it's kind of just like a sales tool, guys. If someone wants the bonus offer, someone tells their friends about it, that was free marketing that they just provided you with. That's an amazing sales tool if people are sharing it. So keep that in mind and like be smart with your bonus offers. Question from Mandy, and we got this question a lot this week, so listen closely, guys. So for the paid program, do you have a separate Facebook group for free challenges versus paid programs? And we recommend having only one Facebook group associated with your brand. It's easier for you to manage all of that. And then the people in the Facebook group who are paying clients are going to be, like the little spokespeople who are telling everyone how great it is and posting about the meal plan of your group program or something like that. So you don't have to set up multiple Facebook groups. I know that sometimes you might want to do that. So again, this is totally your call. Some people like to do it that way. I know lots of awesome professionals who do it that way. It's really just about your capacity and what you feel comfortable with.
Next question is from Audrey. Audrey is asking, what is your best advice to help us keep the challenge engaging for the whole time we are running it? So that is why we asked you last week in the worksheet to outline how you're going to run your challenge on a daily basis. So before your free challenge starts, you should have an outline, and we went through this in week 2, that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Here's what I'm going to ask or do in my group, or some of you guys are running your program, your free challenge on Practice Better. This is what I'm going to do every day to keep people engaged. So on the Saturday before my challenge starts, I'm going to ask people to share photos of their grocery shopping. On the Sunday before my challenge starts, I'm going to post a picture of me meal prepping for the week and encourage other people to do the same and ask them what they're preparing. On Monday, this is what I'm going to do. So we recommend that planning that out in advance. But in terms of like what to say, it really depends on the topic of your free challenge. So you'll want to make it specific to the topic. Like the one example we showed you today was about endometriosis. So you can teach little lessons about that. You can ask people like, what's their biggest symptom related to that? Ask questions that will get a response that people want to talk about, that they'll feel compelled to answer. But yeah, it really depends on your group. And also, I mentioned this last week, but feel free to take inspiration of questions that are popping up throughout the week. So even though you have kind of a rough outline of how you're going to keep people engaged on a daily basis, you might on Monday get the same question like 10 times. And this might make an awesome post for Monday night in your Facebook group.
Yeah, if you have everyone asking like, what's your favorite brand of protein powder, you should write a whole blog post about your favorite brands of protein powder. Like, that's how you should get your content ideas.
Yes.
Another one from Krista. So after the challenge ends, you take 2 more weeks to promote the program. No, 1 week. So your challenge ends on a Friday. Your deadline for the bonus is Sunday night. And then you are using the next week, so like Monday to Friday through the weekend, to promote that challenge to your broader audience. So for the people who sign up for your program from the free challenge, there is only 1 week in between when they finish the challenge and when they start the program. might be really smart to tie your bonus offer into that. I know some of our members will do like a free 1-week meal plan so they can stay on track in between the challenge and the program starting.
Next question is from Liz. What if you don't have many followers and or not much of a list? So Liz, that was kind of like the whole point of the attract, nourish, convert strategy. So your first step was to attract your ideal clients so you can really build up that list. Your second step was to nourish those clients so that you have lots of people to convert. With this being said, we gave you a timeline. If this timeline isn't going well for you, if you still need more time with the attract part of this strategy, then spend as much time as you need to there until you've built up enough of a list, because your free challenge isn't going to go well if you only have 2 people on your list. And the convert process isn't going to go well if you only have 1 person signed up for your free challenge. So with this timeline all being laid out, we kind of lay it out in the assumption that your business is already going and thriving. If this isn't you, if you're just beginning, you may need to spend a bit longer on each step, and there's nothing to be ashamed about that. Spend as much time in each step as you need.
A really great question from Irene. So she's asking, do you promote the paid program again to those who did the free challenge and did not sign up with the bonus offer? So if those people are on your email list and if they're following you on social media, then yes, you're going to be promoting it to them. And that's completely fine because they just got a whole 3-week worth of content. And also sometimes it takes a little while for people to convert. We get new members all the time here at That Clean Life who have been on our email list for like years and took a while to get everything in place in order to sign up.
Yeah, guys, think about that. How long were you following us here at That Clean Life before you turned into a member of That Clean Life? Your clients will be the exact same, right? Like they're going to take a while to kind of search your blog, read your emails, watch you on social media, see what you're all about. That all takes time. Okay, so next question is a bit of a longer one. We have a small following on social media. I've been following your guidelines, but since we're accessing a smaller amount of people, we have a hard time getting people to sign up for the lead. What suggestions do you have to extend beyond your direct audience? So if you've already done everything you can with your direct audience and organic reach, the next step would probably be to run ads so you can reach a broader audience. That's the best bet. When you throw a bit of money at a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad, it helps you expand outside of your immediate social circle. It will also help you get more followers too, which is always nice, so you can grow your audience. You don't need to spend a ton of money on this. You don't need to hire a professional for this. You can figure it out yourself by watching YouTube videos or taking free courses. That's how I've learned. So definitely that's my best advice. Ashley, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think that what I want to add, and that is relevant to a lot of the people here worrying about their list size, is that you have to remember that this strategy is applicable on different scales. The first time you do this, you might get 6 people in your free challenge and 2 people that convert into your paid program. That's still fine. That's still a success. And then the next time you might get 20 people in your free challenge and 8 people in your paid program, and it'll just keep growing and growing. So don't let the numbers being small at the start hold you back from getting started. Don't stay in the attract phase just trying to build your list to some number that you have in your head that you think equals success, because you're going to grow faster if you're actually doing things than if you're just thinking about doing things. So use the strategy, but remember that it's going to look different in terms of where you're at in your business and how many times you've run through it. Okay, question from Simone about if we're running the challenge again. So I don't think that we're ever going to run this exact challenge in this exact way again, but we're always working really hard to think about what we can do to serve you guys and show up for you guys. So I'm sure there will be something equally awesome in the future.
And if you guys have any topics you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know. If there's any areas you're struggling with in your business that relate to That Clean Life, that we can teach you how to use That Clean Life to help solve that problem, send us an email anytime to support@thatcleanlife.com, because we're all ears and we're all about helping you guys be better. Okay, next question is from Lindsay. This is a bit of a tricky question to answer. She's asking, can you touch upon what you suggest for signups and payment programs? Square, Stripe, etc. I get so confused trying to sort it out. I think the best way to answer this question is to turn it over to you guys and ask about your experience. So if you can please pop into the chat box and let Lindsay know what you're using to collect payments. I know a lot of you guys use Practice Better, which takes payments directly through there. I see Isabel uses Square. We use Stripe here at That Clean Life and we love it. What else do I see here? Jenna uses PayPal. How do you like PayPal, Jenna? Let us know. SumUp, Stripe, PayPal, Square, Stripe, PayPal. So, you know, it's totally a personal preference, I think. Like, I don't think there's one right answer, but you can see Lindsay in the chat box now what your colleagues are using and loving. So take a look at that.
A question from Sharon. I'm stuck on how to get my lead magnet to automatically send to people who sign up from the link. I've got a Wix website and can't seem to get it to automate. I don't want to have to buy more software. So if you guys Google MailChimp landing pages, this is a completely free tool. You're going to have to put a little bit of effort into learning how to use it, obviously, but you can put up a download and it'll automatically sync to an email list. I'm sure there's tons of other free tools out there as well. I'm just not familiar with them, so shop around, but this is an essential part of your lead magnet. The person has to automatically receive it, otherwise it's not going to work. So make sure that you figure this out, and YouTube is really your friend when it comes to this kind of stuff.
And Sharon, have you tried contacting Wix? If your website is built on Wix, they'll have like a customer support team. And I think I've heard in the past from our members that use Wix that they generally have good customer service. So you might want to reach out to them and just say, this is what I'm trying to do. What's the best approach? And there's lots of YouTube videos on it too, because I was looking it up the other day. Isabel is asking, for the paid program, do you recommend providing a meal plan for all weeks of the challenge, or providing some recipes and allowing clients to choose their own meals and make their own plan? Either way works. I think it's great to give people a weekly meal plan. It takes the guesswork out of it. In the past, when we've done this with our members, people say it's like being on vacation. They don't need to think about a thing. You've laid it out for them. And you, as the nutritionist, have done so with your expert opinion, which people really value. With this being said, if meal planning is not within your scope of practice, the best approach is to provide them with a recipe book and a blank template that they can do their own meal planning. If this is what you're doing, just make sure to make it a part of your group program to give a meal planning lesson to teach people how to build those meal plans and then how to create their grocery list and provide grocery shopping tips and all that, because you can't just give kind of a bunch of recipes and a blank template and hope that they'll do it. You really have to teach them and guide them with that one.
Next question from Jasmine. Do you ever offer a bonus offer to those in your general audience who didn't do the challenge? This is totally your call. You can absolutely do this, or you can reserve the bonus offer just for your participants, or you could have like a super special bonus offer for the free challenge people and some other bonus offer for your email list or something like that. Don't overthink it. Just do what feels right.
Next question is from Crystal. Crystal says, I have a fitness business and my health coaching practice. Would you still use only one Facebook group? Yes, I would, because it's really hard to grow one Facebook group, let alone two. And I think your health coaching practice and fitness can probably go hand in hand anyway. So I think just one is good.
We already answered this question. Lisa's asking, can you please quickly review how to access the prep guide in That Clean Life? So this is really easy, guys. When you log in, go to the programs tab. Every single program has two buttons associated with it: the plan and the guide. Is that what the buttons say? Plan and guide. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think so. There's two buttons. One is clearly the plan. The other is the guide. So click the guide button and it'll take you to the prep guide.
Okay. Allison is saying, if I take another week to push my lead magnet and then follow the rest of the timeline, do you think it's too late in the year to start a 6-week program November week 2? It feels too late to me based on the holidays, but then I'm pushing to the new year to run my program. Thoughts? I mean, there's never going to be a perfect time to run a 6-week program. When you're running a 6-week program, that's always like, that's lengthy enough that it's going to run into some sort of holiday. So I think you're safe to do it. I would rather see you do it than push. And then this could give you a lot of insights that you could learn to relaunch it in January. And I think that's what Ashley did the first time she ran a group program.
Yeah, my first ever group program started on like November 10th and I made thousands of dollars. So absolutely no excuses.
Yeah. Don't let like trying to find the perfect time prevent you from not doing anything. Please, guys, please just keep going, keep the ball rolling on this and take action.
Question from Lauren, if I don't have a website yet, but want to start promoting the lead magnet live, is there a program that works for this? So again, look up how to create a landing page only. There's lots of successful health professionals who do not have a full website and just run their business on landing pages. So it's definitely possible.
Okay, guys, we're almost through our questions here. So if you have any more questions, feel free to pop those into the Q&A box. Take advantage of this time. This is our last week. Ashley and I are here ready to answer your questions now. So get those questions in. Do you think it's smart to do programs on different subjects or stick to a specific subject each time you do a program? So this question is from Lauren. I think you can do programs on different subjects, but they should all be related to your niche market. So I don't think it's smart to do a group program on getting enough protein for CrossFit athletes and then switch to doing eating for endometriosis pain program after that, because you spend so long building an audience of CrossFit athletes. And then if you switch to a totally different topic, you're going to have a harder time, building up a whole new audience. So make sure that your programs, if you're going to do different subjects, they're always related to kind of your niche market. And your life will become easier over time. That's the whole point of this process.
Kim's saying, if I use my current Facebook group for my program and make all my live posts there, will people feel they paid for something everyone else is getting? Guys, with our recommendations, always you have to make sure that you're thinking about what you're actually doing in your business. So if a huge portion of your program is like live calls, if you're a personal trainer and you're including workouts or something that you're streaming with your program, then it's not going to make sense for you to have just one Facebook group. Don't worry. We're just giving you recommendations. You don't have to live and die by our opinions of how we would do things. Remember, that's coming from our perspective of, not doing videos in our programs. We are a meal planning software, so we always think about plans and programs being meal plan based. But if yours has meal plans as kind of like an add-on and is very much video and coaching based, then you're going to have to think critically when you're setting up what makes sense for you. So in your case, Kim, if you're doing a lot of video, set up 2 Facebook groups. That's totally fine.
Genevieve is asking, do you have any advice on writing copy? I find that this is one of the more difficult areas for written promotion of my programs, content, etc. So Genevieve, you're not alone. Writing is super hard, but it's a skill that you just need to do over and over and over again. The more you can write, the better you're going to get at it. It's just like food photography. Like the more pictures you take, or photography in general, the more pictures you take, the better you get at taking pictures. And it's the same with writing. So when I was starting out, I read a lot of other people's copy to get inspiration of what I liked and what I didn't like. More specifically, successful people's copy. Don't just go to any blog and kind of take that. Look at people who are succeeding and look at how they write and how they communicate as inspiration, and then just keep writing on your own. You'll just keep getting better the more you do it.
From Jill, if you are doing live video coaching calls where the participants are on screen and can ask questions and interact, is there a sweet spot for how many to include in the group? Oh man, that's such a good question. I get anxiety just thinking about doing it that way, so I have no experience with that. I guess you would just have to think about in person, how many people would you feel comfortable having in a group and managing, and everyone's asking questions and stuff. For me, that number would be like 5, but everyone has different capacity. So maybe you are able to manage larger groups of people than I am.
I think that's all the questions we have in the Q&A box, but I do see, based on the last question, some people are suggesting Marie Forleo has been helpful in writing copy. And there's a lot of good copywriting RDs where you can learn. So that's also another good option, is like taking copywriting courses and learning from other health professionals who specialize in copywriting. Okay, guys, we're through all the questions in the Q&A box, which has never happened before. So that's a shock. I see a lot of you guys are still here live. So we just want to say thank you so much for participating in this challenge. It's been a lot of fun. Here we are in week 3. We've accomplished so much. We've done the lead magnet free challenge, and now we're talking about your group program. We hope this has been helpful for you guys. We're so proud of you guys that have submitted your homework every week. We're so excited to celebrate your success. I do have a small ask from you guys. If you enjoyed this challenge, if you took away value from it, the best thing you can do to pay it forward for us is to share that clean life with your health professional colleagues. Let them know how much you're loving it, how much it's helping your business. And that's how the word is going to spread. That would mean a lot to us if you could give us a good review to your colleagues. So let's end it there for today. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. Thanks, Ashley, for being here with us every week too. And we'll see you next week for the celebration of your success. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.